Never seen a crying walrus. Yeah. She does look like a walrus. And that's sad because walruses are at least cute. She looks like an ugly walrus. She looks like the walrus from the Kevin Smith movie, you know? Okay, here. Look at her face now, and then look at this. That, and then that. Resemblance is uncanny. Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's going, oh my god. She's going over to...
Oh my god, it's him. It's him. It's him. It's literally him. Dude, this is crazy that they look so much alike. That's Rev, and that's Shanny. I just cannot believe how alike they look. Okay, we'll just watch a little bit, okay?
Guys, I just got this eviction notice that we gotta be kicked out here in the weekend, and we're losing our car and everything all at once. I need help. I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. I've tried all I can.
Good God, dude. It really is. Somebody's made the great comparison that she looks like somebody made like an AI image, like used AI maybe like a year ago to make a person. And that's what she looks like. She looks like she looks like an AI generated person that's really ugly. Like
they sent me a phone and it's gone. I need help. Someone help me.
Oh my God. She's acting like she's acting like it's the end of the world. Dude, Rev and Shanny are live right now. Oh my God.
Trying to do as much as I can, and I sent Krista the $50 back by accident. I need G-Man. Okay, so can someone severely get me hold of G-Man? Because I need him. I need someone in my life. Because I just don't know what to do. You know, I say we just pack up the car what we can, and we just head out to Pennsylvania. There's nothing else we can do. We got no money. We got nothing. We just sell all this. But we got to get out of this house by this weekend. By this weekend.
Kids are still in the house, by the way. Oh my God. Where is she even walking? I don't know.
What is
Someone get a hold of Gina.
What day is it? It's Thursday. It says you will be evicted anytime.
No.
It says please move this weekend in Turner. It says to Jason Hall, Egroff, and all other persons residing, occupied, and staying in premises. The Jefferson County office is ordering by Jefferson County Court to enforce a writ of restitution eviction for these premises. This means you must move out immediately, and if you do not vacate, the sheriff's office is required by the court to enter and remove all your possessions. Please be aware that the sheriff's office has no legal responsibility to pack your items and removal. So, I need help.
Can I say something quick? Put me on, just shoot me for 1 second.
Here, you hold it. I'm panicking. Okay? I'm panicking!
This is proof.
My God.
This is proof right here. Okay?
Literally one of these like evil bosses in one of these video games. I think somebody said Baldur's Gate 2. Holy shit. That's not how evictions work unless they already went to court. Damn, maybe they did. Yeah, her kids have been in foster care for a while. Yes. Oh my God. Isn't Jesus supposed to hook you up when you're all dire like this? Yeah, supposedly.
That the Democratic Party has done nothing to help anyone. The government...
Oh my God. He's blaming the Democratic Party. When did Jesus help you?
...has done nothing to help anyone.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
There was some...
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have a heart attack.
It's Biden's fault. Thanks, Obama. Oh my God. She doesn't even have a job. She's literally the definition of a welfare queen, right? Like, what does she do? What does she do? Except make YouTube videos, low effort ones, by the way, be fat, and lay at home. She is literally, neither of them have jobs? Oh, okay, so they're literally welfare queens. And they want to complain about the Democrats, right? Aren't you the exact thing that you complain about? God, dude. Panicking with Dorito dust in her cleavage. Oh, no. No, dude.
I spent all this money for this that we don't need. The cable, the electricity. I paid all that money and we can't even use it.
Oh, God. Her boob is so close to being out of her top. It's traumatizing.
I knew this coming for a week. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. This just showed up on my door. I didn't even go to court.
No, there was no court.
I didn't even go to court. There was.
Yeah, you know what? There probably was a court date and they didn't show up. I'm willing to bet.
No court. They just did it.
They were supposed to go through the eviction process.
They were supposed to go through the eviction process, and they didn't.
No, they just said get out. They just said get out.
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
Wait, Am I right? Where's the internet says, yup. Wait, am I right that there was a court date and they just didn't show up for it? Ooh. Oh my god, I predicted so well. There is something so in common with so many of these lolcows, right? When they're given a court date, they just don't show up. They just don't show up. That is wild. That is a common thing amongst all the lolcows. That is crazy. They knew about this like a week before. Wow.
That's funny. It's funny. It's funny.
Ma'am, do not cry on... Are you serious? They owed like 20K in back rent. Oh my god. This woman is gonna cry? You know, some women look pretty when they cry. I am willing to bet. I mean, this woman doesn't look pretty in anything, really, but god, I bet she looks like a cooked animal, like roadkill when she cries.
It's funny that a family's gonna be on the street, dude. It's funny, right? It's funny that I don't have my friend to talk to.
You don't have a friend to talk to? Maybe because you're just a person to be around. Gonna dip because I can't eat while watching Shanny. Oh my god. I mean, it's true. I'm convinced Hopeless Peaches spawned from Shanny's adipose. Oh my god. She evicted G-Man. God, dude. Of course. Dude, you think you have any friends with the way that you act with your kids? I wouldn't want to be friends with somebody who abused their kids the way that you do either. Are you kidding me? You want friends? Anybody offered, you know, friendship from this piece of work should, like, run as fast as they can in the other direction. Hi, Nicholas Littlefield. Oh, you're gonna love this saga that I'm about to go on. You're gonna love this saga that I'm about to go on. Never seen a crying walrus. Yeah. She does look like a walrus. And that's sad because walruses are at least cute. She looks like an ugly walrus. She looks like the walrus from the Kevin Smith movie, you know? Yeah, it's just a flesh walrus. Somehow I find it funny that G-Man is the person they will ask for help. These videos have made G-Man seem like an okay dude. G-Man is a total scumbag, but scamming these two was the only decent thing he ever did. Tusk. Yes, the movie was Tusk. Oh my god, the walrus from Tusk. Let me see if I can pull it up, actually. Just a second. Am I gonna love it? I think you will. Look, Nick, I think you enjoyed the Poppy and Xena saga, right? Walrus from Tusk. Oh my god. Looks like her. Oh, geez. It's her. It's her. Look at that. And then look at that. Wait, I need to find a better face-on shot. Okay, here. Look at her face now, and then look at this. That, and then that. Resemblance is uncanny. Oh my god. The villain from Slither. Let me see. Dude, it's literally her and her husband. Wait, just a second. This is unbelievable. This is literally her and Rev. The guy looks like Rev, and this looks like her. Like, it's literally... It's her. Oh my god. Wait, I didn't know Kevin Smith based this off a real story. What the... No, he did. He based it off of a Craigslist post he found. She looks like a Horker from Skyrim. Okay, let me see who villain from Slither. Let me see. Oh my god. I don't know. I think the villain from Slither looks more like Donald Trump. He's got the same shade. Like Imp Mother from WoW. Horker from Skyrim. Let me see. Horker from Skyrim. The Horker from Skyrim is actually pretty damn good. If you just go to like a close-up picture of the face. Yeah. Horkers are just walruses? Oh, okay. Imp Mother from WoW. Let me see. Imp Mother from WoW. Oh my god, it does look like her. This is what I was talking about. Okay, the resemblance is actually uncanny here. It's actually uncanny. This, and then this. It looks like her. Oh my god, it really... Oh my god, Imp Mother from WoW. Holy she looks like a fat bastard from Austin Powers. No, dude, come on. You guys are too much. Okay, somebody says the walrus from Madness Returns. Oh, no, dude. I think this is the best resemblance I've seen so far, though I do think that this is a great, like, portrait of Shanny and, Rev. Because Rev literally looks like this guy. Oh, dude. Look at Miss Skolnick. That's their glamour shot. Oh my gosh. All this needs is like a wig, and it literally looks like the two of them. That moment where she's just... Okay, I'm sorry. Just 1 second. Guys, watch it. Have this moment with me. Seriously, look up Salacious B. Crumb and Jabba. Salacious Crumb. It does look like her. But I'm telling you, okay? I've landed on this one. I've landed on Tusk, okay?
It's funny that a family's gonna be on the street, dude. It's funny, right?
Okay. Watch this moment with me, okay? This moment here could be out of Tusk, okay?
It's funny that I don't have my fucking friend to talk to.
Okay, this moment here. The silence as she's just staring at the camera, okay? Just that, like, 2-second silence.
No! That's funny. It's funny.
Just imagine this is silence, okay?
It's funny that a family's gonna be on the street, dude. It's funny, right? It's funny that I don't have my friend to talk to.
This part here. That could be, like, literally this scene. Like, literally? It's literally... That's her. Oh my god. It's the same look on their face. It's like, what have I become?
No! It says that we can... The cops will come in and remove our...
The look in their eyes is exactly the same. Oh god, dude.
Says you will be evicted at any time.
Yeah, I did see Miss Skolnick. That looked a lot like her as well.
But on the top it says, please move this weekend.
Yeah, that's ignore this. They want you to read this. Get out by the end of the weekend. By the end of the weekend, we have to be out. It's Thursday, we can do it. Okay? We'll do it.
Where are we
Look in
going?
their
We'll
eyes.
back
Oh my
when
god.
we can, and we'll go to PA. We'll go back to PA, because my uncle will help.
Let's sell this shit. Try to, anyway.
What?
We can't pack all this stuff, dude.
No, we won't. We'll leave most of it.
So we can sell it. If
$10. You got $10 here. We'll just get out, dude. We got until Sunday.
Again, looking at the camera like this.
We got until the end of Sunday. Shanny, could you listen to your husband and he can give you some peace? And don't read the
I'm
hate.
so excited you're getting...
Shanny, listen to your husband and don't look at the hate. Shanny, look at me. It's Thursday. Shanny, look at me.
I need something to calm me down. I'm about to have a fucking heart attack.
I know that. Listen to me, okay? Listen to me, honey.
Our favorite person.
I can't do this anymore.
You have to listen to me.
What?
It's Thursday. We have until Sunday to be out. We can do this. Okay?
I can only bring my computers.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll leave everything. Fuck it. Okay? It's okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We are. We have till Sunday. The end of Sunday. It's Thursday.
You know, honestly, I have to give props to Rev here. He seems like he's trying to be a good husband and calm her down and tell her, hey, we're gonna be okay.
Think about the time.
Where you gotta call your uncle. You gotta get a hold of people.
Welcome back, Keldosh.
I got this eviction notice. I'm supposed to be out by the weekend. We didn't even go through the eviction process. We didn't even go to
telling
fucking
you.
court.
No,
Same
just
look.
said he didn't pay the $1,000, and that's it. Right?
Yeah,
That wasn't the way it was supposed to be.
that wasn't supposed to be.
But it is.
Congratulations on your new scooter.
We can do it.
Am I okay? No, I'm not okay. Everyone thinks this is funny too.
Well, I'm keeping this because they're gonna call us
Prepare to
out.
eat those words, Stardust Lamau. Okay, in this specific moment, I'm not judging the rest of his entirety of his life, okay? The hair coming down like 2 tusks, lol. God.
So I'm gonna keep this paper.
Her face is getting redder and redder, holy. Like, her hair almost matches her skin color now. Like, her pink hair almost matches her skin color. Her face.
No, I didn't know we were being kicked out.
No, they didn't even tell us.
They didn't even tell us.
In an email.
They didn't even leave it in an email or anything. F them.
This is a lie. This is a lie.
Shanny, you gotta chill though. Holy. Oh my God, she's going. Oh my God, she's going over to.
Oh my god, it's him. It's him. It's him. It's literally him. Dude, this is crazy that they look so much alike. That's Rev and that's Shanny. I just cannot believe how alike they look. He literally looks like the guy. He literally looks like the old man. Oh my god. What is the Walrus movie? It's called Tusk. It's a horror movie by Kevin Smith. Actually, I think the way that he came up with like the idea of making Tusk is probably one of the funniest things. It happened over a podcast with him and what was his co-host name? I forgot his co-host name, but it was on a podcast that he came up with this, and they just found a weird Craigslist ad, basically, I think, and they came up with the whole movie script. They truly don't know how the eviction process works and how hard it is to evict someone, aka squatters. Yeah, except the old man doesn't have a baby carrot dick. Okay, well, we don't know. Okay, but it literally looks like him. That's so crazy.
The Office, guys.
Like, it's like a reality is stranger than fiction.
Oh my God. They
Or maybe reality mimics fiction. Who knows?
are not going to like what they see. But this is totally justified from Shanny. Do you want to know why? Because the agreement was that if I defaulted on
Don't
payments, which
answer
I
the
have,
Craigslist ad,
they would
yeah.
have to go through the eviction process formally, going through the courts again. They didn't even do that. They posted a red thing saying the sheriff says you got to be out by Sunday. No, no, no. That is not the agreement at all. Not as I understood it.
Oh my God.
There's a website called Gumtree.
Gumtree.
Oh, it's not Craigslist.
And I guess
Let's
it's
see.
kind of like a Craigslist for apartments or homes. You could find.
This is the link for when this is Glitterbell. Thank you for this link. Glitterbell linked this to me. It's what this is the podcast where it happened, where they came up with the idea for Tusk. It's so funny.
Living arrangements here. You know,
I think this is one of the funniest podcasts I've ever listened to. Just like a single episode. This was one of the funniest episodes of any podcast I've ever listened to.
Someone seeking someone, but not necessarily for sex. Also for like, need a place to stay?
I have a room
Yes.
available.
Room type, double. It's not bad, right? Double.
Okay, so this is the actual advertisement.
Available couples? No.
Okay, it's not. So
Looking for one person.
one person.
Date available? Well, they do their dates differently in England. This says 11, 6, 13, so maybe it means June 11th as opposed to November 6th.
Man,
Property
that's
type,
almost-
it's a house.
No, that is 10 years
Looks
ago.
like it's near Queen's Park.
I can't believe this podcast is from so long ago, too. Dude, I f***ing love Kevin Smith's spoken shit like this. Yeah, no, I think he's such an excellent podcaster. I think the dude was just made for podcasts, you know? I think he was just made for it.
That helps anybody. In Brighton. This is Brighton.
Brighton.
Brighton. There you go.
Brighton.
Set the mood. Bring us there.
Brighton.
This is like something out of a Hammer horror film. This is how Hammer horror films begin. A 21st century Hammer horror film is you're with Nikki and Terry and
Teddy and Nikki.
and you
Hey,
can't
look,
take it. Your name.
He made some good movies, but I do think his actual calling may have just been to like be a podcaster, honestly. Like the dude made some banger movies, but I'm saying some of his podcast episodes are some of the funniest things I've heard.
Name is we gotta give you a name. Wallace.
My name's Wallace. I live with Teddy and Nikki
All right, man.
in a flat.
You're setting the stage. Like
They're not particularly clean.
So there you are having a scone and a pint, thinking about you got to get out of this place.
Yeah.
And you see room type to rent double.
Oh, look at that.
Available couples.
Look at that.
No, do your internal monologue. Available couples.
I'm not a
Oh,
couple.
dude, he has a whole podcast empire now. So like his movies were good, but honestly, the fact that he has a whole podcast empire now, like he like kind of shows his talent, I feel, for podcasting. Like the dude was just made for it. I think he didn't even realize. And yeah, the dude was just literally, he was made for it. But yeah, just so you guys get an idea. We'll go back to Shanny shortly, but
Date available.
Am I?
Property type is a house.
Oh, it's a house. It's nice.
So you
I've
want.
been living in a house since I left me mum.
So it's sentimental.
Sure.
Apparently, when you talk to yourself, your inner dialogue is American. Okay, and the seller type is private. The guy who's renting you the room is private. It's not an agency.
Okay.
This is the letter that he included on his page at Gumtree. You can read it at gumtree.com. Search lodger required PM Brighton.
Okay.
yeah, it
This
was a
might
good
sound too
movie.
good to be true.
Original
Hello.
Clerks.
I am looking for a lodger in my house. I have had a long and interesting life and have now chosen Brighton as a location for my retirement. Among the many things I have done in my life is to spend 3 years alone on St. Lawrence Island.
Canada?
These were perhaps the most intense and fascinating years of my life, and I was kept in companionship with a walrus whom I named Gregory. It's getting good, right? You're like, oh, I wonder where this is going.
Oh, it's got Gregory's a nice name. My uncle's name was Gregory.
Never have I had such a fulfilling friendship with anyone, human or otherwise. And upon leaving the island, I was heartbroken for months. I now find myself in a large house overlooking Queen's Park and am keen to get a lodger. This is a position I am prepared to offer for free, no rent payable, on the fulfillment of some conditions. I have...
Oh, okay, so it sounds pretty good. You get a nice place and a nice house at a nice location. No rent. What's the catch?
over the last few months been constructing a realistic walrus costume, which should fit most people of average proportions and allow for full and easy movement in character. To take on position as my lodger, you must be prepared to wear the walrus suit for approximately 2 hours each day. Each day, Scott.
Oh
Every day.
You don't get a day off?
You are singing for your supper for 2 hours wearing this suit. Who knows? Well, he'll tell us what he wants. Here we go.
Oh my God.
You must be prepared to wear the walrus suit for approximately 2 hours each day. In practice, this is not 2 hours every day. I merely stated here so you're able to have a clear idea of the workload. Whilst in the walrus costume, you must be a walrus. There must be no speaking in a human voice, and any communication must entail utterances in the voice of a walrus. I believe there are recordings available on the web.
I have heard of this thing.
He's like, you do that work.
Yeah, I'm making the costume. I've been so
In the division of labor, the costume is very difficult.
You gotta do something.
Go listen to something online.
I don't even know what a walrus sounds like.
To me, the voice is the most natural thing I have ever heard. Other duties will involve catching and eating the fish and crabs that I will occasionally throw to you whilst you are being the walrus. With the exception of this, you will be free to do whatever you choose, and we'll have a spacious double room, complete run of the house with the exception of my bedroom and my workshop. You don't want to go near that workshop. And use of all facilities within.
Meet me halfway here. Google walrus parks. Yeah, I've heard of this thing called the internet.
I am a considerate person to share a house with, and other than playing the accordion, my tastes
Oh God,
are
accordion.
easy to accommodate.
A big one.
That's the thing that he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's like,
I don't want to blow your hair back.
You're gonna have to get over that. Yeah, it is. 2 hours a day to dress like a walrus, dude, and catch fish and crab in your mouth, and you can't talk for those 2 hours. Due to the nature of this position, I will need to audition all applicants before agreeing to take the chosen candidate on as a lodger. Of course, you want to make sure whoever's wearing that suit is the most like, whatever, their noise is different. So, well, it's on the internet, Scott. Please contact
Also, you're gonna have to try eating raw crabs and character. That's just
me if you have any questions. Oh, shit. Filled with nothing but, sir. Update. I would like to thank everyone who has responded to this advert. I was not expecting such an overwhelming response, and I'm sorry I could not respond to everyone. The auditions that I've held were successful, and I have now found myself a lodger.
Wow. So somebody did. Wow.
wow.
It worked. Thank you again for all your messages and expressions of interest, and I hope those who did not get the room are not too disappointed and find somewhere to live very soon. Wishing you all the best in any of your future endeavors. So it happened. He got
So
someone.
he's got someone.
I mean,
How long could you? How long?
if it says it was available 6/11, it's now 6/24. Unless this was 11/6, it becomes available November 6th, but he didn't mention anything about that. That was quick. He found his person pretty quickly. That meant someone out there was just like, what's the worst of it? Catching fish in my mouth.
I love fish.
I got to run in the house. I just
Love
can't go near the
fish.
workshop.
And crab.
Based on what he said, probably best not to go near the workshop. So that I don't wind up being a part of some future email or listing on Gumtree where he's like, I've been constructing a human suit.
With a walrus.
Let's take bets or just votes. Does it end well?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to put myself in the position where.
Who are you? Are you the lodger or the
You'd have to be
I think
so
it'd be easier
desperate,
to
right?
associate with him.
how we're going to interact with each other is when you put on a walrus suit for me. and
Do you
eat
think he
fish.
wouldn't talk to the person otherwise? Like as soon as you take you're like, hey, you want to go for? Want to go? He's like, no.
I think you'd want to keep the illusion up, right? Like I think
I don't
you-
know.
I don't
I
think
want
you'd
you out of
want
the
to.
suit. I mean,
You
gotta
can't
talk.
start thinking about like the person, your walrus as a person.
Well, that
Scott.
sounds terrible.
It does. I mean, that's why I'm saying. I believe me. I'm sure this guy is a heads up dude and sweet and nice, and he's got this little thing he likes.
Twist, they both plan to murder the other. I mean, maybe. I mean, or dude, I'm just thinking, like, how desperate do you have to be for a place to live, right? To agree to those terms. I mean, I've been pretty desperate, I guess. I don't know. If that's all I needed, then jeez.
But it has all the
Actually, I don't think I've ever been that desperate, right? I've been desperate, but I've never been that desperate that I would agree to being a walrus for 2 hours a day. That's a lot of work, you know? Also, hi, Valkyrie.
You know, sounds like many movies I've seen starring Morgan Freeman and one of the Judd girls.
Kiss of the Walrus Girl.
Yeah, where it just begins with like, if in order for me to buy you as a walrus, I can't ever see you as a human being. And that's like when you hear serial killers talk, or when they try to like address them on the news, they're always trying to push the humanity of the person that they're have hostage or something like that.
Yeah, so they can treat them like a human being.
So that they can't just be like, this meat and this is what I do to meat. It's kind of like, if you're the guy who's like, I got to believe wholeheartedly you're a walrus, and as convincing as this costume is, it's never going to be close to the real thing.
Yeah.
So he knows in advance that he needs you to be like, you can't just don't speak. Like, you can't say anything except.
I was in a room. I lost my job.
Oh, dude, this is number one. Anyone listening to this, copyright Kevin Scott, because this is a horror movie, dude. The Walrus and the Carpenter, and it's about a dude who, like, his whole life he was an architect. He's made a lot of money building houses for people. Who, like, his philosophy is, I've spent a lifetime making people happy, and now it's
time for me.
Yes, and what I want is very simple. And he creates this like subterranean dungeon that looks like a walrus enclave. It's kind of like, you know,
he goes down there and he like hits
like
a button, and then there's like lights come on, and then you hear like seagulls and stuff.
Looking around. And I'm just gonna flat out say it.
Just in case you made that movie and felt good about yourself.
I'm just saying, in terms of like wanting to watch a British, like quasi-British horror movie set in an old house or whatever, I would much prefer to. This seems like a cuddlier version of Human Centipede, where you've got somebody who's just like, I'm holding you captive and doing something up with you instead of sewing your mouth. He just sews you into this.
Oh, he sews you in.
You got to make it for the kids. You got to make it creepy and it can't be this study in humanity. It's got to be, you know, there's got to be some cruelty to it. So he sews him into the suit, and he's so good to him, dude. Except when he talks.
It's crazy how this comes together. Yeah,
then he fucking hits him so hard, and he's just like,
I'm surprised that this many people stayed for this, for just to listen to this. But it's so good, right? It's so good. And like, dude, the fact that she looks like this, God, dude, I can't believe he literally came up with the idea for Tusk off of this Craigslist ad. It was so funny.
Well, he probably tries to be common first. He's like, walruses do not speak.
First, he's kind about it, but then he's got some issues, so he could trip fast. Now, we're not gonna make a mistake like other horror movies, where they, you know, like, meanwhile, outside in the world, like, I can't, he's supposed to meet me at the chip shop, and he wasn't there. The whole movie, A, to keep it low budget, and B, because nobody cares about the outside world. It's all that, man.
Yeah.
It's just not, and
so
there's
nobody coming out going like,
might even be real time. Like, maybe we experience all this in real time from a certain point on. Like, first 10 minutes give you the backstory a little bit or something like that, or show the carpenter, you know, putting the ad in Gumtree and like that. But the bulk of the movie, once, you know, the dude's
you're
just
in
like,
the house, you don't leave.
Yeah, like he's sitting there and he's talking to the dude at his place, and then all of a sudden he's just like getting, you know, you do the camera thing where you look woozy and shit, and he's just like, I feel faint, and then the old man's just like,
it'll be all right, Gregory.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Gregory.
Yeah, well, yeah, and then Gregory, what? And he's like, then when you come to, you reveal the horror, you do POV, and not this POV.
No, what you do is you play it from your eyes open, the camera is his POV, and he's like struggling, and then he gets to a mirror, and he's like,
not even. Why wait? Like, first he's just like, it's his POV, and he's like looking straight up. First he comes through in a operating theater, like he wakes up and he's like, what? Because he's being sewn into the suit. And it's a mini operating theater. It's just the fucking carpenter.
Let's not be crazy.
Yeah, I want to keep the budget down.
It's a bathroom. It's an ironing board.
2 ironing boards, because the walrus costume is ridiculously huge. So he comes to, and then he's just like, what? And then, you know, he puts some whatever over his mouth.
So there's like,
put him out again. So he comes, like in RoboCop. Remember RoboCop like came online at one point.
Yeah, and
he's just like, you're the shit. And then he went offline again. And then he came
Welcome back, Blake.
Same kind of thing. So this dude goes out, when he comes back in, it's still his POV, but he's like, oh, because surgery hurts, and I've never had it.
Yeah.
So he feels the pain of something, and then he moves his hand, and all he sees is this flipper, dude, because they have flippers, right? Little front flippers.
Did he sew his fingers together?
Yeah, like the penguin in Batman Returns. Yeah. So he's like, oh, and then we pull back on the bed shot, man. It's like Johnny got his gun with the dude with the cone on his face, the dude who can't move, he got no legs and arms. He's just like, I can't communicate. the horror of being trapped within this thing. And you pull back on his scream, and he is, like on this. Where would you put him? Not in the Walrus enclave yet. You want to reveal that separately. You don't want to like this. Will
then you want the guy to
enough.
Then you want the guy to reveal it to him, and like he's giving him something awesome.
No, but he's let him. I don't think we want to do the mirror again because you can't move in the costume. Like in order for it to be a really scary movie, like you can't be able to walk around.
Almost like sews if he sewed his
legs together.
No, he sews his legs
all right, here
together.
it is. The human walrus.
They sew his legs together. They sew his like biceps to his sides.
Oh, that's grotesque.
And then he sews the fingers together, so it looked like this.
So the way Scott's doing like this, he's doing a kind of short arm T-Rex Jesus, I'd call it. He's got his elbows in at his sides. So if he was on a cross, it'd be a very little cross. But his elbows fused to like his rib cage or his sides, his lats, and his arms sticking out, and with his fingers sewn together, he's essentially got very long flippers. So it's not so much that you're sewn into a suit, or he does. He also sews like this walrus hide onto you and shit. But he changes your body. He's fusing parts of your body, sewing them together and shit like that. So let's find that before, like, because you can't get him to a mirror or something like that. So let's have him wake up, and then he's screaming, reveal to the audience what he looks like, the horror of what he looks like. Or you do it in the dark. The room's dark. So the POV, when he comes, it's bright light, and he's like, oh, and the guy puts him under again. When he comes, it's only scant light coming from like a open little doorway or something like that. So he can kind of make out like he's more in the dark, but just enough to like when he sees the flipper hand, he's freaked out. And then the lights go on, and the carpenter is like in the doorway, and he's got his finger on the light switch, and he's just going. He's looking at him with eyes full of hope and wonder, and then a big smile like kind of comes across his face, and then he starts that creepy lady from Shining Tub laughing, where it's just like, but not evil, but just like this guy's having a good time. And then we've he whipped the camera around in the room. Dude tries to come off the bed, but lands like flopping around.
Yeah, like a walrus.
Horrifying. And then the dude's like, and he comes over and kicks him in the face. So the dude goes out. Then when he comes to again, he's in the walrus.
He hears the seagull.
Yes. It's the walrus and the carpenter, and it's like a more tolerable but more up version of Human Centipede. Like nobody wants to see movies except for me. Nobody wants to see movies with people having their mouths sewed to somebody. I'm all for that. That's my kind of picture. That's a horror movie to me. But at the same time, I go like, I can live through that. It's kind of a horror movie I want to see. I think that's a winner, man. Who wouldn't see it? That would make you make that movie for like a Jason Blumhouse budget, or Blumhouse, whatever his
Blum money.
You do it. You do one of these Blum pictures. You're Blum good, man. You go Blum. He makes these flicks for next to nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps talking about that. The Purge is $3 million. Can you imagine it? Shit. And it made 60.
Yeah.
I gotta imagine we spent $3 million on this. You easily make $30 million. People are like, especially, and we haven't even talked about cast. Like who would play who? I'm going with John Cusack as the lodger because people are like, oh, Lloyd, all null and void. And he's been in horror movies at work. Yeah. He was in one for Bob. The 1408 or whatever it was called. So who would be the lodger? You know who would be into something like this? James Franco. He's so out there with the choices he makes. You've worked with him.
James Franco as the walrus, or
the guy who gets sewn into the suit, because he would see that as a challenge. I'm like, oh my god, if you think soap operas are a challenge, try playing a human walrus. Demean him into doing it. What are you, dumb? How come you're not already doing this? I bet you we could kickstart that and make a bunch of money. People will be like, that is up, totally. So here's the third act. He catches you trying to escape. He gives you a beating. He calls it something. What is the walrus must be taught. And then fucking
he's teaching me a lesson.
And it beats you down. So you're always going out. It's a series of fade ups and fade downs.
Awesome.
But he's got cameras on you and shit like that. And you've been working at this little hole in the wall, like Shawshank and shit like that. And he sees you, and so we're bringing in a little bit of first Iron Man.
This is Kevin Smith. We kind of got off on a tangent because I compared Shanny. Shanny looks like the walrus in Tusk, and Rev looks like the guy who made the walrus suit in Tusk. And so now we kind of got off track here, but we're just watching. I was telling chat about how Kevin Smith came up with this entire movie idea in a podcast because he was reviewing a Craigslist ad.
In this moment, the carpenter, who could very well be played by, what's his name? The same actor who was in Jeff Bridges. Could be Jeff Bridges. But like Jeff Bridges in Iron Man, he then goes and puts on his suit. And he has a large, yes, Now his obviously he can't sew himself, his fingers show.
Yeah.
But he puts it on. It's still like up looking, and it's made of human skins. And so you realize he's done this before. Like I'm not the first lodger and like that.
Gotcha.
There have been many Gregorys,
And that makes me feel bad.
Well,
I don't feel special.
yeah.
Or no?
First you're just like, what the fuck? I thought I was.
Yeah.
Gregory. No, like things become clear. You're suddenly like, oh, that's why it was like 13. It said 13 or something like you're the 13th one. So his walrus suit's made of human skin, and thus it communicates that your ultimate ending will be to become part of his walrus.
Yeah, there's
suit.
like a patch missing.
So he's in it, you're in yours, and you guys have to have one of the walrus fights like on the beach. You slam each other, and he's like, do it for real. Because you won't, like, you're like, I'm not doing this. But you become so feral in the fight, Scott. You don't try to mimic the walrus noises, but your fight is so desperate that you're like, ah! And you start, like, we start saying, is man indeed a walrus at heart? You ultimately kill him with your tusks. Like, his was part of the suit. He didn't commit.
So I beat him.
You do. You have to win, right? This is how you
Because
get
I
out.
commit.
Because you finally.
But then
you finally go feral. That's the thing. All this
I
time
finally
you've been
become the
struggling.
walrus.
Yes, Scott. I am the walrus. And after you kill him, you're like, cuckoo, could you? The whole movie you're struggling to hold on to your humanity. But it's only in letting go of your humanity and going feral. And since he implanted, real tusks into your real jawline, you use them. You gut him in the throat, and like the walruses. You get him and
But then what has to happen at the end is that once he makes that switch, he can't go back. Once he becomes the walrus,
he's in the suit. No, but that would be stupid and unreal. He puts on the suit with every intention of I will fight him. This is how he kills everybody who plays.
No, but the guy who was captured,
the lodger.
Yes. Once he goes crazy and feral and wins, he can't
get out of the
go
suit.
Back to being a
human form. Yes,
but he also even mentally is like he's crossed,
and that's our last shot, dude.
He's
so what happens is after he in our black and white Quentin, where he rips the dude's throat out and kills him. He's just like whatever the noise is on the internet, and we fade out like that, or dissolve to like the Havencroft Clinic for the criminally insane or something like that. Yeah. And you see, like his buddy in the beginning of the movie.
I walked with a bucket of fish.
Yes, Mitch. First, it's his buddy going to visit him, who we saw in the beginning, who he was just like, it was Nick or Teddy. One of those cats. He wound up as a walrus, didn't he? Goes out just in case people found, didn't know the message.
He never returned to his former self, didn't he?
The one of those cats comes to see you, and the doctors are like, he's
got something wrapped in a newspaper, and you don't know what's going on, and then he opens.
Yes, it's a fish. Oh, this is awesome. So you go into the room, and you're in an ante room, and they're like, and doors open and close, and then the final doors open, and it's like another walrus enclave, a better version of where he was, because he realized they can't reverse the process.
No, they can't.
He's gone, even in his head, he's gone full walrus. Yeah. So the dude, Teddy, looks at him sadly, and he's just screeching, dude, down below. He's feral. Yeah, like how when they challenge, when you see a walrus challenge, I'm like, he's just bellowing at him and shit. Teddy's just looking down at him like, this is Manchester's fault.
What? It's
and
Manchester's fault?
And then the walrus man, like we're doing all gross, and starts biting at it at the ground. They play like some sad piano music, roll credits as we pull back in this overhead, watching this fish off the ground.
Okay, I highly recommend the full podcast because it's like way funnier. There are like things that are cut out of this that are like some of the funniest things that I've heard. Yeah, this is like an abridged version of the podcast. Dude, it's so funny. But yeah, the full version's good.
I worked for nothing. Were you going to make $20,000 to pay these people? No.
I was working.
You can't afford $20,000 in back rent. This was going to happen. You need to calm down.
Dude, it literally is like the walrus tusk thing, right? They have no place to go. She's got to put the walrus suit on.
Now we know the deadline to be out. It's Sunday.
I can't breathe. Just sell
Sell. You got $10 here.
They give you only a few days, and they don't even tell you. They didn't even leave us an email or anything.
That's what I'm saying. This is not right. They have not gone by the book.
No, they didn't.
Doesn't matter. You gotta be out by Sunday, and we'll be out.
I was trying. We gave all our stimulus money away to them for rent.
Yeah, we did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
We were
She got a whole pepperoni pizza under those flabs? Yeah, dude.
giving away our stimulus money for rent.
Yep.
Oh, God. Dude, she's making the walrus noises, too. Oh, no. It's like literally... She's making the walrus noises. It's literally Tusk.
This doesn't do anything. You just have to get out.
We didn't get no red letter. We didn't get any of that stuff.
You just did now.
We just did. This is what they gave us. This is what they gave us for eviction. That's all. No court or anything. Nothing.
Which is telling me this is to scare the shit out of you.
Yeah, I think we should sell our PS5 for money.
Oh my god. Okay, just a second. Walruses never cry.
This was odd. It's very hard to be. The elephant.
It's her screaming. It's her screaming. It's literally Shanny screaming, and Rev trying to reason with her.
Deep blue sea.
Literally her.
Walruses never cry!
It sounds like her. It's literally her. Oh my god, I cannot get hold of G-Man. Oh my, watching reality imitate fiction.
It's not gonna do shit. We are out of here.
Yeah, no, we didn't get no red letter. We didn't get any of that stuff.
That's what we
We were given away. I worked for nothing.
Were you gonna make $20,000 to pay these people? No.
I was working.
He just needs a accent, you know? That's like that's all he needs.
You can't afford $20,000 in back rent. This was gonna happen. You need to calm down. Now we know the deadline to be out. It's Sunday.
I can't breathe. Just.
They have.
I was trying.
Yep.
Stimulus money away to them for rent.
Yeah, we did.
We were giving away our stimulus money for rent.
This doesn't do anything.
Oh my god. He even cries like her. Oh my god. Whoops. It's like a carbon cop.
You just have to get out.
We didn't get no red letter. We didn't get any of that stuff.
You just did now.
We just did. This is what they gave us. This is what they.
Okay, guys. I gotta go. I'm hungry. I can't do too much more of this, but come back tomorrow. I'll probably start the eviction saga, and we'll definitely have a lot of me going. Wait. Walruses don't cry.